mass flutters in my stomach, and not the kind I had been having as of late. I wasn't sure that kind existed for me anymore. His smile only created more. When he headed our way, I felt as if my stomach would burst with butterflies. Heather was closest to me and grabbed my hand under the table. What was I going to do now? I sat up straight and pulled down on my peach-colored tank top. I wondered how unruly my curly auburn locks were. I blew out a breath, making my long bangs take flight. Eyes fixed on the beyond handsome man walking our way. I held my stomach and felt some other kinds of flutters, my favorite kind. I wanted to ask if I looked okay, but what did it really matter? He approached, and we lost eye contact. He looked at Heather and Hallie first.
Hallie, Heather, it's been a long time.
Both ladies looked to me before they faced Declan. It has been. It's nice to see you again. Hallie was cordial. Heather was a tad curt. What are you doing back here? Declan focused on me.
I took a position in Charleston.
Charleston was about 30 minutes away. I held my breath. I wasn't sure how I felt about him being so close.
How are you, Mel?
Nerves and sentimentality ran through his words. For a moment, I lost the ability to speak. All I could do was stare at my first love. I never thought I would see him again, and certainly not under these circumstances. But it was a long time ago, and it didn't matter that he was back. He was probably married now, with a kid or two. Heather squeezed my hand, telling me to speak. I'm great. That was a lie, but I'd been telling it to everyone.
I'm happy to hear that. Do you live here, or are you visiting?
Living here for now. I wasn't sure where I would permanently land once I regrouped. He tilted his head.
That's great.
His cheeks tinged pink. A familiar voice called his name from across the cafe. We all turned and faced Rich Dixon, best father around. Why did he call Declan's name and not mine? It was almost as if he was there to...
Declan!
Daddy patted him on the back.
Thanks for meeting me on a Saturday, and here instead of the office.
Daddy's construction company was located in Charleston as well. Daddy? I was more than confused why they were meeting, and why Daddy didn't tell me.
Darlin'.
He smiled at me. His hazel eyes were just like mine, but his were full of mischief. It made him look much younger than his silver hair said he was.
Declan's the new district manager for Redline, and he's trying to convince me why Redline is a better fit.
The excitement in his voice spoke of how much he loved talking business with anyone. I knew enough about Daddy's business to know that Redline was a heavy equipment vendor, and that Dixon Construction would be a huge account for them. That also meant that Declan did well for himself. District manager was an enviable position in that industry. Declan gave me a smile before facing Daddy.
I won't have to do any convincing. The numbers and our customer satisfaction will speak for themselves.
Oh, he was a good salesman. I could tell.
Well, let's get to talking.
Daddy tipped his head.
Ladies, have a good lunch.
For me, he had a wink. Declan gave me one more smile.
It was good to see you, Mel.
All I did was stare at him, still in shock.
Hallie and Heather, nice to see you as well.
My best friends and I nodded in sync as we watched him walk away to meet with Daddy. I finally let out a huge breath. Our Saturday afternoon lunch had taken a very interesting turn. Our heads came together so we could talk in hushed tones. Let's just say he's fine. Like, super fine. Heather was the first to speak. But let's not forget Mel cried her entire freshman year over him. It wasn't all year long, but there were lots of sob-filled phone calls to my best friends those first few months after we broke up. Or more like disintegrated. We can't hold what he did when he was 18 against him now. Hallie always tried to see the good in everyone.